Hey guys, I got back.
We're going to be talking about the NFL draft today. There's a lot to get into, so let's not waste any more time. The biggest headline is definitely that Shedeur Sanders slide. I don't know what's crazier. Him falling that far? The fact he's probably going to end up on that cursed Browns jersey? Or will he even end up on the jersey? The Browns selected a quarterback in the 3rd round, so he's looking at being a backup. I have to bring the shit goose out again. I really thought we were leaving this in 2024. The season hasn't even started yet, and this damn goose is already honking. Anyway, this is Woodward Sports talking about that specifically.
I've been saying it for months. I don't think he's that good. Teams will put up with a lot. We just talked about a guy, Mike Green, who has, I believe, 2 sexual assault off the field situations. Jalen Carter was in a car crash that ended up killing another person. There have been wife beaters, girlfriend beaters. Tyreek Hill just held a baby over a 35th foot floor of a balcony. NFL teams will put up with anything to win. If you are good, they will turn a blind eye at every which turn.
I've mentioned in the past about feeling weird taking clips like that. But I'm a commentary YouTuber in a way. Disabled Danny doesn't exist in a vacuum, so pretending like other things don't exist would be pointless. Anyway, I think the most recent parallel was Marvin Harrison Jr. Obviously, they're 2 different players and people. But they both had fathers that were former players. I think that Marvin Harrison just proves you need to hire an agent. Coach Prime definitely knows ball, but it's also a business. Deion Sanders is really good at the game side of football, but he still has a long way to go when it comes to the business side. With that, we'll start our deep dive. I will also probably be talking about the draft on Thursday during Detroit discussions. But the Bills aren't a Detroit team, even though Ford Field has hosted a few Bills games. Just because I'm from Detroit doesn't mean I can't say let's go Buffalo. It's obvious that in Buffalo it's all about building around Josh Allen. We already know he's a superstar, so it's all about building up the other side of the ball and just making sure Josh Allen isn't doing it all by himself. That man can and will put the entire mafia on his back. The Bills selected Maxwell Hairston, a solid-looking corner out of Kentucky.
Hey, you earned it, buddy. You earned it. I know it's a big moment. Enjoy it, man. I'm proud of you.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Hairston. Let's go!
I'll only be talking about the first-round picks for the Bills and Cowboys because
I do what I want.
it's also a matter of time. Moving on though. The Lions really needed an edge rusher on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really sure what Brad Holmes was doing at first. A 6th-round pick on the other side of Hutch might sound like a bad idea, but Ahmed Hassanian could turn out to be a major steal. Here's another clip from Woodward Sports about it.
I was watching Ahmed's interview with Rich Eisen before the draft even happened, after he kind of, spazzed out on the defensive line coach from the Ravens. And he talked about it.
Dude.
Like, he was talking about the teams he visited with. And as soon as he said the Lions, Rich Eisen was like, whoa, you and Dan Campbell. He was freaking out about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was right. He said, I'd love to be a fly on the wall for you and Dan Campbell's conversation. And, that's exactly what we're looking for. I think his athletic background just proves, he can learn. I think Scott talking about the stance thing, I like to know that. Mm-hmm. There's room for growth.
Yes.
Like what you saw out of him. It's obvious as hell, by the way, too. He's only been playing football for 5 years. To be doing it at this level, that productive, it's honestly insane. So there's room for growth on top of that. He's super strong. And it's exactly what the Detroit Lions look for, the defensive end. I told you guys time and time again. I'm talking about the chat, not you guys, because I'd say it to you guys too. Obviously, you hear it when I say these.
245, 230.
Not going to happen.
No.
We're looking for 260 plus. Guys that put somebody on their ass. That's exactly what they got.
You got one. You got a thick boy out there.
And one that's dedicated to the craft, too. It's dying on the field.
And he's the ultimate Dan Campbell guy. I feel like every year we're like, wow, such a fucking Dan Campbell guy.
And a guy that's that locked in and dedicated to it, learning from Aiden Hutchinson and Casey Rogers.
I honestly don't know how he felt that. Obviously he was not going to be like a first round pick or anything like that. But the production that he had, I guess people are just worried that he hadn't played football for very long. But you give a guy like.
I talked about how there were some Lions at the Pistons game on Sunday. Like Jared Goff. And Dan Campbell. But Calvin Johnson was there too. I remember when the Lions drafted him back in 2006. Detroit fans used to really care about the draft, mostly because the Lions had a terrible team and would always have a high draft pick. But that's no longer the case. I think overreacting to the Lions draft is very SOL, and like I've said, we need to move on from that. I'll play another clip before I move on.
How about them Cowboys?
Jerry Jones is literally an old geriatric man who needs his keys taken away.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so having said that, I want me some glory hole.
Jerry, we're all incredibly grateful for what you did back in the 90s. But it's a totally new century. Hell, it's a new millennium. Just give up the keys before you total the car. Go do your weird glory hole stuff while the non-geriatrics talk ball. Here's a pre-draft analysis on the Cowboys' first-round draft pick, Tyler Booker.
Guys going high. Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama. The general manager that drafts Tyler Booker knows that they're going to get one of the elite guards in the NFL for a decade. And when they put in that pick, they're probably going to get booed. People aren't going to be excited about it. There's going to be all sorts of sports talk radio about it. And they're going to have to endure that. But they're also going to sleep like babies on Thursday night of the draft, getting ready for Friday, because they know they just got a starter who's going to be a great player and is going to bring that kind of level of attention to detail and team leadership that you look for in your locker room.
He might be the second offensive lineman off the board. I don't think that's that crazy.
This guy's going high. Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama.
I hope it works out well. Drafting offensive linemen is never a sexy pick, but one that is absolutely necessary. Not only do you need to protect the quarterback, but the game of football is literally won or lost in the trenches. With that, I'll roll out.
They see me rolling, they hating.
Big thanks to anyone for watching, and an even bigger thanks to my Danimals. If you want to give the video a like,
That would be great.
you can become a Danimal by subscribing and joining my cult, the Dan Fam. But don't worry, it's not one of those weird-ass cults. Remember to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And it's not a disabled Danny video if I don't tell you to be gentle.
Peter, y'all.